Greetings from the swamps, I'm Andy. Today I bring you music label SOUNDWAVE MP3 player with Rumble and Frenzy headphone accessory.
Let's start off with the box itself. Right here tells you which version you have. Obviously I have the Spark Blue version. It says SOUNDWAVE playing audio player in this nice silver text. It's got the picture on the front of Shattered Glass version, which all of them have this. On the top and sides it says Transformer Music Label. Right here it says Transform Your Music Life. On the back it's got this really nice picture of the Shattered Glass version in robot mode. Right here is where the MP3 player is, the extra hands, and extra headphones, along with the weapons down here. And if you look at the flap itself, I can't read a word of it, but it looks pretty nice. Also shows you the music label Convoy. The Ultra Magnus style Convoy. Hello. Hello. Let me scratch that head. Came with a poster that on one side showcases the 2007 movie line, and then on the back showcases all of the music label line. Each one comes with their own card, which I really like this little detail right here. Also came with this thing. For accessories, SOUNDWAVE comes with these really plain iPod style earphones. 2 closed fists, 1 for each arm. 2 trigger finger fists, 1 for each arm. Also comes with an extra trigger finger fist that sticks out just a little bit more, but not that great in my opinion. Also comes with his weapons. On the side right here it says Destron SOUNDWAVE Wave Bluster. And it's pretty nice, very reminiscent to the G1. And this is his shoulder, which if you can see, it's got some nice little red details inside. I actually kind of like this one. This just plugs right into the input jack, where the headphones will go. Now, SOUNDWAVE himself is really nice. I like this. It's got a lot of articulation, just about as much as the G1, if not identical. Some of the features in this mode are right here. If you press it, is the eject, so you can take out the SD card inside. Here is the play, volume up and down, track left and right. Now when you load your SD card, you can only adjust the volume and switch from track to track, but it will always start on the first track that you put on there. He has one of the nicer head reveals that I've seen. You just take this, slide it back, and up pops his head. Some nice little arm detail right here with the power on symbol. Overall, a really nice figure. As you can see, it's pretty faithful to the G1. I mean, except for some stickers, it's almost identical with a nice little updated modern twist. So here he is next to Revenge of the Fallen SOUNDWAVE, which you can actually tell he's taller. So that's kind of sad, really. Here he is next to Animated SOUNDWAVE and Machine Wars SOUNDWAVE. Now let's take him to his MP3 player mode. Dance, 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 dance. And here we have him in his MP3 player mode, and you can tell that it's really nice looking, very reminiscent of the G1, like I said, but with this modern twist right here. You have to unscrew this to get to the battery, and I don't mind it too much, but I've heard some people complain because it's not just a clip-on, clip-off, but that also means that you won't lose it like a lot of the G1s you lost. When you turn on, there's a little light right here that comes on to let you know it's on. You just turn on by pressing this button right here. I took the battery out because I don't use this. I initially got this to use as an MP3 player for my car, just to have a spare one, and it's not the best. It's really not that great even. It's just a fun novelty item, and it's great if you're listening to music at your house maybe. On the headphones it sounds really good. But if you try to play it through a car stereo, since there is no equalizer on this, it kind of distorts it a little bit. If you're going to use them for an MP3 player, I would suggest you get an SD card like this, with all 3. For the regular size, the mini, and the micro. Really works out. Don't go above 1 gig. I tried a 2 gig, and it makes the batteries die quick, along with making the sound distorted. And here is the Frenzy Rumble playing earphones. Shows a picture of them when they're in the earphone mode, along with this retractable part and the 1/4 inch plug. And on the back it's got a picture of them in the robot modes. Here's where they sat. One was transformed for you, one wasn't, and then this is the piece for the retracting. It's also got the same style on the flap inside. Oh, let me scratch that head. Let me scratch that head. Here we have Rumble and Frenzy, and I went ahead and grabbed them as well to go with the MP3 player just to have them. I would never suggest buying these to anyone unless you have to have them. If you think you have to have them, grab them. But they aren't the best display pieces. They're not great headphones. If you try to use these as headphones, you would look pretty fucking silly, so I wouldn't even bother with that. Their head sculpts are pretty decent for being so small. Articulation, they do have their arms on a ball joint. Their legs can swivel, they're also on a ball joint, so you can get a fair range of articulation out of them, but you got all this mess of a cord back here that makes them want to fall over, plus they're so back heavy because of these earpieces. I'm going to go ahead and show you how these transform just because that's kind of the neat part about it. It's a different transformation than I'm used to. It reminds me kind of like I guess a Bakugan ball or something, where those just kind of fold up, the head swivels around, and this pushes up, and these tuck in. So it's pretty neat, pretty unique, and that is definitely a reason. If you're into the transformation aspect, pick them up. Also to note, on the retractor itself, you just pull this out, it extends out probably a good 2-3 feet, and then you just press this button to retract them back in. And it does have a nice little Decepticon logo on it. If you're just vaguely interested in these, I would say pass. I mean, this is more for the hardcore collector who just has to have everything. Or if you're a big Rumble and Frenzy fan, maybe. But they're not that great. Besides for the transformation of them, I would definitely say not worth it. My final thoughts are if you're even remotely interested in the MP3 version of SOUNDWAVE, pick it up. They have the Shattered Glass and the Sound Blaster versions as well. If you're even mildly interested in picking up the earphone Rumble and Frenzy, I would definitely wait. I mean, they're not that great. The transformation's kind of neat, but overall, they're just a pain in the ass.